Howdy folks, and welcome back for the final time to Hilda. Today we're going to be watching the Season 3 finale, which is, as of right now, and probably for forever, the final episode of Hilda. I don't know what terms Luke Pearson is on with Netflix. I don't know if he's, still open to making another season if Netflix orders it, or what. I know he's still making the Hilda comic books, so hey, maybe he's just going to live in that world for the rest of time. But as of right now, I don't want to never say never, is what I'm trying to say. But as of right now, this is the series finale of Hilda, Season 3, Episode 8, The Fairy Isle. And yeah, this is it. Any show that goes long enough on the channel, you cultivate a little bit of a community. Names you see week after week, leaving comments saying, oh, I can't wait for the next one, or oh, you hit an Oracle moment there. You'll find out why in a couple episodes. It's nice, and I'm gonna miss this because I've really come to love this show. Some shows are shorter, some shows are still ongoing, but these ones, like, this is what, the 34th episode of the show proper, 35th if you consider the Hilda and the Mountain King movie to be, also just a long episode. Yeah, this is, one of the longer things I've done on the channel, and that always feels, it's always special. It's always, tugs at the heartstrings a little bit when it comes to an end. And I just want to take this opportunity right up front to just thank you. Thank you to those of you who've watched these Hilda reactions, whether this is your first one and you're going to go watch more, whether this is your first one and you're not going to go watch more, or you've been watching all this time or joined up somewhere along the journey. Thank you. This is a series. I put out a poll, actually, when I was finishing up Owl House and Has Been Hotel Season 1, saying, what do you want to see next? And Hilda was far and away one of the most popular things on that poll. So here we are now finishing it. So I need to figure out, I know Arcane is going to be, it will be going on by the time this goes live to the main feed. But I need to figure out after that. But that's, another discussion for another day. Yeah, we are here. And they're off back to Toffaton to try to save Anders from the fairy realm, the Fairy Isle, it seems. Joanna is wise to their plans and is presumably going to be going with them, chasing after them, what have you. I don't know if they're going to hop on a train and then she's going to have to hop on like the next train, so she'll be a little bit delayed. I don't know. We'll wait and see. We have an hour and 17 minute episode as the crow flies, according to Netflix. I know some of that is going to be the credits for other languages at the end, but still a very chunky episode, a lot longer than the 23 minutes that we're used to. And so with such a long journey in front of us, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it without some sustenance. So as promised, I have in front of me, oh, that is very white, a cucumber sandwich. I made half with cream cheese, half with just butter, because I couldn't get a consensus online as to what the proper cucumber sandwich was. Wikipedia said it is traditionally old style buttered bread with cucumbers, but then it also said that modern variants include cream cheese. So I figured, por qué no los dos? Let's just have a little bit of both. And of course, my tea for this, as promised, Hilda's favorite peppermint tea. So we have an actual Hilda feast right here in front of us. So before we begin, and I hate doing this, I absolutely cannot stand eating on camera, but this is a special occasion. This is only the second time I've ever done this. In the 2 years I've been doing reactions, only the second time I've actually eaten on camera. The first was I took a big old bite out of an onion for an Infinity Train. If you know, you know. So anyway, I'm gonna start with just the this is plain butter, right? Yeah, this is the plain butter one. Just gonna cheers. Let's do it. Let's see what this is all about. Let's see if Hilda's onto something and if these are truly goated. Well, it's bread and cucumbers. I'm starting to regret the fact that I have so much in front of me, so I'm not going to want to eat this whole thing. Let's try the cream cheese one next, just to see if how that mouthfeel is any different. I do like the cream cheese variant more. The cream cheese just adds a little extra something to it. Yeah, I'm glad I bought bagels as well to go with this cream cheese. So it's not just for the bit of the video. So I'm just gonna finish this little triangle. I might take a little bit of an extra bite later before starting, but I'm already 6 minutes into my recording and have not started this very long episode yet, and it is late, actually. My final verdict on the cucumber sandwiches is they're fine. They're inoffensive, but they're not like as goated as Hilda led me to believe. That she goes fucking nuts for these things, man. Maybe it's the peppermint tea. Maybe I have to. Well, the peppermint tea is goated. That's always one of my favorites. But no, as far as something that she ate literally in almost every other episode, I feel like you know, they are fine. Certainly not all they're cracked up to be. Not the snack I would go for, but you know what? What is my filthy American palate? No. You know, of course the British are gonna like this with their bland food. Oh boy. Shout outs to my British viewers. I love England. I've been to London before and loved it. Anyway, let's scooch over. Hey, normally I plug the Patreon, I plug subscribing to the channel, but I just want to plug my channel itself here. I go through the spiel every time I finish a show. For some of you, this will be the last video of mine that you watch. And, you know, just thank you for watching this one. But I'd like to recommend that you stick around on the channel. There's always going to be stuff going on. You know, check back every now and again. Even if whatever I move to next, if you don't like Arcane, that's fine. I'm going to be doing something else after Arcane. It's only 9 episodes, I think. So, you know, just check back from time to time, see what I'm doing. Check out some of the other stuff I've done. But just, hey, like I said up front, thank you so much for watching the Hilda reactions. Shoot, if you want to see this uncut, unedited, there's the Patreon, but, you know, fuck it. We're at the end of the series. I don't need to plug it. But yeah, just leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of this finale. From what I have gathered, a lot of y'all prefer this one to the Mountain King movie, so I'm excited here. Season 3 overall hasn't been my favorite series of the show, but I'm ready to be blown away by this one right here. So let us start up the final episode of Hilda. Season 3, Episode 8, The Fairy Isle, starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. You know, since we have the intro here. Oh shit, that's some cucumber on the floor. I was at the dentist's office earlier today, and I pulled up Hilda Season 3, starting at Episode 1. Ooh, this is new. Ooh. So not a full-on... Aw, that's so cool. So anyway, I watched Season 3, Episodes 1 and 2 at the dentist office earlier today to prep for this. It's the train to Toffatin. Again. I guess technically leaving it. It's the train from Toffatin at that point.
Not going to Auntie Astrid's.
What? Why?
Because she'll stop us from doing what we're here to do.
Straight to the fairy mound and then dip. The puka.
To borrow a suit.
A suit?
A smart suit. And shoes.
A very bespoke suit.
Pick up.
Damn. Distracted from answering the phone by the fucking puka. But I just want to say, time-wise, they had time to ride an entire ass train to Toffatin before Joanna finally called Aunt Astrid. I mean, I know that it probably took her just a little bit of time to kind of realize that Hilda and them are missing, but it seemed like it wasn't too long, right? I don't know how long that train ride is, but it just seems, you know, it's just my brain working, thinking like logistically she would have called much sooner than that, right? Unless time's all funny here, but I have no reason to believe that it wouldn't be chronological at this point. Anyway, let's move on.
I had to help Hilda, but I couldn't lie to Joanna. There's no...
I mean, you could have lied to Joanna.
You were the ones who let her go in the first place. You can stay and watch the house and think about what you've done.
You wanna play Dragon Panic?
Come on, come on.
Oh no, this shitty little car.
Oh, yes.
Damn, imagine having to like celebrate every time your car successfully starts.
What is it?
I
don't want to go
don't
back.
think I want to get any closer.
David, I need you.
Okay.
Be brave, David. You got this. I'm really curious. I'm assuming we're finally going to see those two hooded. I'm assuming we're actually going to see Cosmo and Wanda today.
Come on, let's get to work. We need to take all of these out.
All of them?
All of them?
Every last one!
Oh. Oh, Joanna's connected too. Interesting. They like shine to them. She probably just opened up the floodgates for like
As long as I have that,
Earth to
I'll
be
fine.
invaded. All of a sudden, fairy mounds just start popping up all over the place.
We'll be right here.
You guys are the best.
Good luck, Hilda. It's gonna be your second longest adventure yet.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Did she not go through?
Still hear you.
Yeah.
Actually, we can see you.
Interesting. So something else triggers the taking, right?
Now?
You have to get up on top and start stomping around or something. Oh,
Guys?
oh. The color palette's
Frida,
changing.
Are you there?
We're here, Hilda. You stopped answering.
I think I'm through.
Right.
I'm fine. I'm good.
I'm just thinking back to the last time we were here. It did not go well. It was very, very scary.
All right, David. Now we just... What are you doing?
Making sure
Aw.
that I don't accidentally wander in there too.
Honestly, though, smart. Good job, David. He may be a scaredy cat, but he's a strong... Oh, remember...
No, not now.
It's like the reverse of the movie Speed. Your car can't go over 50 miles per hour.
Right.
Oh, she's just gonna hoof it? Damn, Joanna. She gets there, she's like, I just ran a marathon!
I kind of thought something would have just happened by now.
Turn your radio on. Maybe you can access, I have to.
Here you go, boy.
Here I go, boy.
It's this charm. It's protecting me from the thing that I'm trying to reach.
Ooh. Interesting. I mean, I know we've seen them react to them pulling them out of the ground, but like that was a big reaction. Victoria? Oh. Oh, the boat we saw in the little intro thing. Yeah, Twig doesn't really like water stuff, right? Doesn't like being on boats, getting wet, all that. Oh, Joanna sees it too. Oh. Yo, she was rolling like Sonic the Hedgehog down that hill.
Evening, ma'am.
Hey, Mr. Puka. She's there already. I still don't know how far Toffaton is from Trollberg. Like, if it was that short of a drive, I don't know how long she was actually driving.
So eerie out here.
Or how long the train ride was, like I said.
Annette? I wonder who put this here.
Just like in the lake, right? Please tell me we're not going to see that creature again. Oh, Victoria. Her Nissa skull.
Get off!
I don't know if Hilda ever saw the skull, actually. She was in nowhere space while David was dealing with the skull. Oh, it's him.
Get off!
Hilda!
Oh, he's got a full beard now.
Hilda! It's me.
Dad?
You came adventuring for me this time.
Twig! We've got to get him!
Oh, yeah, if given the choice. Oh. Ooh, look at her.
Victoria Van Gale.
Yes, you did very well.
So I'm trying to figure out like how long he's been there or if there's any kind of time
Imagine my
dilation.
surprise when through my spyglass, I spotted your blue little head bobbing towards me. And then Anders here telling me that you're his daughter.
Also, the two of them are married now. Victoria's gonna become your stepmom.
You got here from Toffaton.
Now is not a good time for catch-ups or dilly-dallying.
Victoria in her survival gear is it's a look.
Quickly, everyone through. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Oh. Oh, she's built another weather tower. With Crystal. Just real quick. Since I mentioned that I was rewatching season 3, episode 1, in the first shot we ever see of the charms, there's a little bit of a glistening like crystal thing stuck in them. And I didn't quite notice them on these charms, but I would assume just a little bit of crystal is kind of what makes the charms go. I know it's the special wood from that tree, but also a little bit of crystal on the end. And I'm wondering if it's that exact same crystal that's here. It probably has some kind of a protection thing about it with the fairies, right? Which is probably why they were able to erect such a big, why they had to probably erect such a big tower with a big crystal on top, because it probably emits like an aura that spreads about their camp, right? And, protects them. It's my guess anyway. My logic brain working, since that was going so crazy at the very beginning of this episode.
There was really nowhere for me to go. But just before that big old troll chomped me, I felt arms around me. Like I was being pulled backwards, away from the troll. Away from everything.
Here.
I was here. Soon after that, I met Victoria. She's managed to set up a sort of makeshift broadcasting system, and we've been trying to contact
See, there's
the
a crystal
outside
on that little coconut antenna.
world. I know I haven't been there for you and your...
It's okay, Dad. We don't need to do this right now.
Or ever. Let's wait till the credits roll. I still hold on to what I was saying last time. This whole Anders thing would have hit harder if they had their full order of episodes for the season, and that we got more time with him before he got taken. Oh, it's not a theremin, it's a saw being played. Of course the weirdo lady would have a weirdo musical instrument, right?
I wasn't going to let a fellow castaway drown at
What is
sea,
that
was
pose?
I can't help but feel that you being a castaway in the first place is partly my fault.
I?
Oh.
My girl. Coming here was the best thing that could have happened to me.
Aw.
A strange new world full of scientific mysteries to be
To exploit? I mean, learn about?
fate that brought me here. And no doubt fate that has brought us together again.
Or, you know, the ramblings of a YouTube reaction guy who called this a season and a half ago, therefore it had to happen.
I've managed to augment it to transmit my broadcasts, though its actual purpose still eludes me.
I'm sure we'll find out before the end.
It's so desolate. I don't know what I imagined this place would be like, but it wasn't this. This is fairy country.
Fairy country? I beg your pardon. I think you'll find you are one of the first visitors to the great island republic of Vangalia.
Okay. I thought, never mind. I thought she actually had some shit she was on. Instead, she's back on her own bullshit. Uh-oh. Ugh. They're so gross looking. Oh, the weather's happening.
I think that might be fairy country.
The fairy island, fairy isle. Yeah, that's what they said. That those mushroom things were the eyes of the isles, right?
Hilda! We should get to the beach!
You know, just sorry to pause in the middle of this action scene, but I was just thinking earlier and I forgot to say, since I know that the Hilda and the Mountain King movie was based off of the Hilda and the Mountain King comic, which did not have Frida and David and a bunch of those other characters, which means they had to kind of invent things for them to do and things to be up to while that was going on. So they honestly felt a little tacked on. Here I was thinking like, oh, this, you know, since this is an original story to the show, I'm sure they're going to give everyone equal time to have things to do and not be just completely sidelined. And then I just realized we haven't seen Frida and David for about 15 minutes. Oops. Maybe they'll get something to do by the end. We're only a fifth of the way done, something like that. So there's a lot more to go, but still, it's just a thought that I had.
Is the boat okay?
It'll have to be.
I'll give you a push.
Yeah, she's not leaving.
Wait, you're not coming!
It's the Republic of Vangalia, right?
Let's go back to what? I think we both know that's not going to work.
Yeah.
What?
I'll be here if you ever find your way back.
Besides, Vangalia needs me. Listen for me on the radio.
I can't tell you how glad I am to be away from that.
Oh, okay, never mind. They're not. She's not going to be her new stepmom. He's like, I fucking hated her so bad.
Does it have a long, slathering tongue?
David, I said it was a vegetable.
Vegetables can have long, slathering tongues. It's a Vitra!
Hilda's mum!
I'm not sure you understand this game.
Frida, David.
I just ran a marathon.
Of course you're here. Did she?
Uh-huh. She went inside.
We have to dig her out.
No!
We have a plan.
We are digging her out now. I'm not sure you realize how serious this is.
Oh. Oh, Joanna's about to fight some children. Oh, there they are.
Dad?
God, I want to see what they look like.
Keep paddling.
Dad?
Just keep
I don't think paddling's gonna do anything. Oh, they can just like yeet her out of that plane of existence too?
Are you fairies?
What are fairies?
What do you want with
Nope,
us?
they have hands.
Hilda! We're getting there. Come on!
Oh, so they can row up it.
There's the shore. We're nearly back.
I love roller coasters as much as the next person, but doing that on a boat down a wave like that? Mm-mm. I say something's gonna let us know. Oh.
Give me my bag.
Oh,
You need
magic.
spell for this?
Nope.
But I thought making up spells was a reckless and dangerous rule breach.
It is.
It is. We should have been pulled out by now. I don't think they got my message.
Oh, Twig, not Twig. Oh, thank you. All right, Anders redeemed. Redemption time, baby. Something came out. Probably for the best, David, to be honest. Oh, David. You know, shouldn't Joanna be helping too? Yeah, look at him. Hold it, Frida. Hold it, Frida. Okay, now let go, let go.
Close that thing up. No, I can't.
Oh,
Your mum. What about her?
did she go in?
She's not with you.
Why would she be?
Fuck.
She wanted to dig you out. What?
Tried to
No.
stop her, but
Fuck me,
Hilda,
dude.
wait. I know what you're thinking, but I'm sure your mum will be back any minute.
She says, no, Dad, I went in for my least favorite parent. Of course I'm going back for my favorite one. Hilda's going back in. Oh. Yeah, it's your last chance, Hilda, right?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hilda! Hilda, no!
They can be your kids now, Anders. Aw, not even Twig.
Come on, let's dig!
Oh, it's gone. It's gone. How far are we into this? Yeah, we're about a third of the way through or so. That's like end of Act 1 right there. Now, this is the fairy. She ends up back with Van Gale. It's like, oh, Hilda, that was quick. You missed me that much, huh?
This is it then.
Also, do you think Victoria Van Gale, do you think her favorite anime is Neon Genesis Vangelia? I'm proud of that one, actually. I shouldn't be, but I am. Oh, that's fairy country. Now that's what I was more hoping for. So I was gonna say, all this time we've only ever seen those two hooded figures. And it's like, are they the only two fairies or something?
Oh, if that's that Puka again.
It might be.
Asking for a bow tie.
we need some help. And some potato cakes.
Oh, of course, gotta get it while you can, right?
You're in charge while I'm gone.
But wait, you're going?
If you need anything else, just ask Loam.
Good boy.
Astrid?
Anders.
Yeah. What did he say in the other one? She never liked me very much. It almost sounded like the Back to the Future jingle.
Mom.
Very mushroomy.
Mom.
Cosmo? Wanda?
Anyone?
Somebody. Oh, are we gonna see our first fairy?
Are you okay? Are you a fairy? No, I.
It looks kind of like
just got here,
Joanna.
actually.
Like kid
Oh.
Joanna.
And you probably can't help me.
Is there a time thing going on here?
This place is so big. I keep losing my way. I don't know where to look. It's okay.
All time exists all at
Looking for
once
what?
in here?
My parents. Are you kidding me? I'm here for the same reason. I'm looking for my mum. Did your mum try to leave you behind too? Try to sneak off into the fairy kingdom without even saying goodbye?
Oh. Technically, she did sneak into the fairy kingdom without saying goodbye this time. But if that's Joanna as a kid, then... Ooh, you know, I was wondering. Just to pause again real quick. I cut out a bit where... in the lake monster episode, I forgot what it was called, where they went camping. She said something about, you know, the creature said, your parents came here long ago with you, or whatever. And I was just thinking, like, it's weird that we haven't heard a single thing about Joanna's parents, Hilda's grandparents. The only extended family we've seen, aside from Anders, is Aunt Astrid. And we've heard that, yes, Joanna and her parents moved to Trollberg after this incident happened, but other than that, we haven't really heard anything about her parents, whether they're alive, anything. So, I don't know. Maybe it's because they apparently tried to dip to the fairy kingdom, leaving her here. That is, if that is her. I'm assuming it has to be her, right? It's got the same facial features, right? It's just some kind of a time anomaly. I might be coping a little too hard, but you know what? It's my gut feeling. It's what I'm going with. The Oracle strikes again? Maybe. Oh, so she's shorter than Hilda is.
Where do you think all the fairies are?
Which I guess
Maybe we're scaring them off.
it did happen when
Your
she was
arrival
younger,
would have been a
right?
regular sight, but not since the island went into decline. Into decline? The island doesn't want us to go that way. Uh-huh.
Which means we're going... Oh, we're not going that way.
All magical creatures came from here originally. That's what they say. But the fairies drove them away.
Okay. So is the woodman from here. Wafts!
Well, most of them anyway. I like your cloak. It's really pretty. Thank you. It was a birthday present. I like your jumper. Thanks. My mum knitted it for me.
It was also a birthday present.
Oh, my mum. Look.
You found her, Hilda. Oh.
Excuse me.
Oh?
Hi.
Oh, that was a fairy.
Well, thanks for nothing.
That was our first... Hold on. I gotta go back. That was our first view of a fairy? Okay, so... Pointy ears. I'm assuming they do have wings, because they look like they flew off. But other than that, they look pretty similar. Oh. A literal fairy circle. Hilda, I wouldn't go closer if I...
Oh.
That's never a good idea. I've seen... Oh. Cosmo and Wanda. I've seen Midsummer. I know how it goes when you dance around like that for too long. I don't think that's helping,
Can
Anders.
you knock it off? It's not helping.
Bitch, I'm mourning. Fuck off.
Can you please stop that?
Bitch, I'm mourning. Fuck off. Oh. Oh, now we get to see what adult Joanne is. Oh, I hate that. Ugh. Yeah, that is one fucked up dream to be having. Twig, can you quit that?
Hey! Are you okay? My mother was here. Mom! Mom! Mom!
I'm just so confused by like everything. Oh.
Auntie Astrid,
Well, there's somebody.
how are you here? Shh! Mom! Dad!
I'm trying to not create a time paradox, Hilda.
Hey!
I'm sorry, dear.
Please! Please don't leave me again!
Oof. Oh, of course, right? Is that where Joanna learned it from? Joanna said she used to ride wafts as a girl. Did she learn from Hilda somehow in this crazy time loop kind of thing? Is that the fuck?
What is it? I know this place.
That's their old cabin, right? How?
You!
Hilda.
Who are you?
Cosmo and Wanda?
Mum? Dad?
Oh, little girl.
Joanna.
What?
Mum?
Hilda?
Okay, so that wasn't her consciousness.
These
Yeah,
are
I feel the
your
same way, Hilda.
grandparents.
My grandparents?
Hold up. Hold the fuck up. This is far too late in a show to be dropping this shit on me. Not even I could have predicted this. Like, no oracle could have seen this coming. Okay, hold the fuck up. Hold on. So, okay. All right, so we know the fact that little girl Joanna that we saw was little girl Joanna. So there is time shit going on here because older Joanna was very, very surprised to see Hilda there. God, okay, so Joanna's parents are fairies, which means that Joanna is a fairy, but she was so anti-fairy. Maybe it was because of the bad experiences she had here. How'd they get the cabin out of here and into the wilderness? Ah! I'm sorry, my brain is just utterly broken right now. Because it's just literally been minutes since we've even seen our first fairy. And now you're technically we've been seeing a fairy since episode 1. We just didn't really realize it. But, Joanna hasn't exhibited any of this kind of magical flight ability. No even hints at it. I guess I was wrong back in season 1 when I was like, Joanna might be a werewolf. That's my prediction for what's going to happen here. No, not even close, man. Oh, God. The sunlock here is insane. Because I'm trying to figure out, there's not been any, hints. Yeah, she's always, hated the fairies and always been apprehensive about them. But, aside from the fact that her parents seemed, when she was a girl, she seemed like her parents were abandoning her. I am assuming there's some kind of a reason for it, or it's not as bad as she made it out to be. I know I just need to hit play and it's going to explain, but I cannot bring myself to in this moment. I'm just this is I think this is the longest pause I've had for this whole series. This might be the longest pause I've had for any show that I've watched because I'm just dumbfounded by this. I am just 100%, like I said, brain broken by this. No way to see this coming. And I need to know more information. I know if I just let it play for just a few more minutes, I'd probably get so much more information, but I could not continue as it is. While I'm here, I might as well just, eating that definitely made this the longest pause that I've ever had in a show. Fuck me, we're not even halfway done with this thing. Whew. Let's go.
You never said anything.
No, I never did. I forgot.
I forgot?
How did I forget? You left me. You abandoned me.
Joanna.
Dish,
It
please.
wasn't like that. I was 10 years old and you left me to come to this place.
Is she a fairy too?
Astrid, if you'll let her show you.
Yeah, please. Okay. Yo, why does Joanna's dad look like a Rick from Rick and Morty? I guess that's where Hilda gets her blue hair from.
Whoa!
So they can't see us because this is a mental flashback, right? That's that same song that Joanna was playing, right?
Bean, what are you doing? Come on, before she hears us.
Well, if you keep talking, she's gonna hear you.
We need to go. She's already seen us.
Okay. That's how they met. Okay, we can
Funny.
fast forward just a
Hi,
little bit.
Lydia. What's your name? Finium.
Finium?
That's a funny name. This is my sister, Astrid.
Okay, so that's Astrid as a kid.
I've never seen anyone like you before.
With Ares.
From that day, even though we were forbidden from interacting with humans, we would play together.
Young Astrid is like, she looks like, I'm just used to her being like stocky, right? She looks even taller than she is as an adult. Also, why is Astrid so much older than Joanna's dad? Finium?
Finium! It's been months. Why didn't you come back? Oh,
Yeah.
it's getting harder and harder to come and go as we please. How are you going to care for the child if you can't leave the island?
I'm not going back to fairy country. If I go back there, I may not be able to return, and I certainly cannot bring Lydia with me.
But they ended up there.
You could stay with us.
I mean, I know that she ends up staying.
And so, Joanna, you were born. And for a little while, things were good.
Okay, so they all lived here then. That's right. So let's see. So they had their cabin out in the woods, but they moved to Toffaton when Astrid decided to stay. Aw, look at little Joanna. Also look at adult Astrid. I mean, I know she's an adult now, but like regular adult Astrid.
But you became sick.
We're doing what the doctors told us.
But it's not going to work, is it? This sickness, it isn't normal.
It's a fairy
They've tried everything.
disease.
Your parents asked the island for help. And the island replied.
Okay. Oh, wow.
I will save the girl. In 10 years, I will return, and you will give the girl to me.
Okay.
No!
That's the bargain.
Sent chills down my spine.
Okay,
Yo, the sound design is so good. In this scene especially. And look at that shot.
But the 10 years passed quickly. So we made another bargain.
Oh. Oh, that's so sad.
We would go in your place.
Mom? Dad?
You would stay in the human world with Astrid.
Okay. Oh, man.
So you made me forget. 10 years. How could you keep that from me?
To protect you.
That is so long to hold on to
have
that
carry the
knowledge.
pain of losing them. I was wrong.
All of her childhood memories. So her mom lived as a fairy then. She is a so all right, so Joanna is half fairy. Which means Hilda is a
remember.
quarter fairy.
Everything.
I can't imagine hanging on to something like that for so long. She remembers all the good times with Astrid as a kid too, right? That's also why she forgot the lake. She didn't have her memories, but the memories still had her.
What you're saying is, I am a fairy.
A quarter.
Part fairy.
I'm a fairy. I am a fairy. I'm a fairy. I can't wait to get back and tell the others that I'm a fairy. And what's wrong?
Can they not go back?
There is no going back, is there?
Oh, man.
The bargain has been broken. Parent and child are reunited.
We just have to kill Fairy God.
Don't worry, Mum.
Okay.
We'll find a way
I guess
out.
Astrid was trying to stop
Just like
Hilda
we
from
always do.
going with young
We'll
Joanna,
find
right?
that thing that controls this place and reason with it. Well,
No, Hilda, we won't. Not this time.
I
Do
mean,
you ever still miss the wilderness?
I was gonna say, did you see that thing in the
sometimes.
flashback?
Not as much as I used to.
I missed the Woodman most of all.
Hilda, look at this place. It's incredible. But it's also like going back to a simpler time.
And it's also very mushroomy. But Hilda has so much back in her old life. Frida, David, the Woodman. The Thunderbird. Oh.
Weird. I swear that wasn't there before.
Oh, interesting. Everything is starting to come back. It's like the whole house was glamored.
David?
How are you feeling?
Not bad.
Better now that I've drank the
I
concoction.
was having a dream. Where's Twig?
Oh yeah, it looks familiar because it's their old cabin, right? Where they lived at the very beginning of the series. Can the woodman still come and go as he please?
Where do you even get the ingredients from?
The island provides. Come on, these are for the breakfast picnic.
Interesting. The island provides, but we saw that the island is dying, right? Yeah, there we go. The reminder that we needed. In case you didn't hear me say the island is dying like literally 5 seconds before. My oracle senses were tingling.
I do believe they've started without us.
Can Hilda fly?
I'm sorry.
There's no waft for me to jump on down there.
I see it's all coming back to my sister.
I like climbing things.
Yeah, but that
An
mushroom
adventurer.
it's kind of wide at the top. You're gonna have to like monkey bar over pretty bad. I also like running away, by the way, Dad. Grandpa. Oh God, that's so weird to think. Where the island doesn't want us to go, right? It's gonna happen to you next, Hilda.
I don't know what you're expecting to find here, but I advise against it.
Okay, so I'm still...
Why do they look like that? They should be older.
Nothing here is exactly as it appears. We see everything through the haze of what the island thinks we want to see.
Oh, interesting. Hilda's like, I want to see a way home.
You insisted on choosing a picnic spot for us.
Oh.
And it was right on top of a vitra hole.
Hey!
I do.
I'm sleeping here.
Let us show you something.
Most of the fairies here have forgotten where they came from, whether they were born here or if they were taken from the mainland.
Okay.
How long it's been, who their family is.
Okay, so you can become a fairy if you get taken from the mainland or the overworld, right?
We know of this place.
Oh, okay.
A watchtower.
So that's what it's for. And that's why she was able to broadcast to our world. Gotcha.
This was a tool of the fairies in ages past for abducting people without ever setting foot on the mainland.
Oh, wow.
As need for new arrivals dwindled, the watchtowers fell out of use and their function was all but forgotten.
I hope Hilda doesn't be like, yoink, to Frida and David. But you can at least watch, right? I mean, it's called a watchtower. I knew we weren't done with her yet.
Oh, my.
Frida? David!
They're concerned for Twig. Oh. Ah, just like the shadows we were seeing of Cosmo and Wanda. I'm still going to call them.
Why are we... She's seeing those who are foremost in her mind's eye.
We knew where to look, but this is how we were able to see you.
Hey, Woodman is in this episode. Let's go.
Are you saying we can use this to travel between worlds?
It's a machine of abduction.
Plus, you know, the whole bargain being broken thing.
Twig! He's with Loam. He's inside!
We bring him here?
If that was your desire.
We shouldn't be finding ways to bring people here.
Hilda!
This isn't right, Mum!
Yeah. I'm with Hilda. Granted, we've had the whole series on this side.
Twig?
I'm sorry I shouted at you. I know you just want Hilda back.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, I thought Twig was trying to go back to his Deer Fox
Let me show you.
family or something like that.
Okay, Twig, do your thing.
What are you doing?
I'm just making him a little louder. Latahat!
Ooh, oh, look at that. Are they going to be able to hear it all the way from here?
Hilda, I'm going to talk to whoever or whatever it is that runs this place, and I'm going to persuade them to let us go.
That last sip of tea was very, very cold.
I know this is a difficult situation.
Yeah, I'll say.
Oh, this place is a dream. It's not real. And them? Nothing has changed for them since they arrived here. And if we stay here, this is it.
It's a running theme of...
This is everything there will ever be for us.
Is that really so bad?
Yeah, just think of everything
about
else.
What you're saying.
Think of the Woodman.
She's 13 years old, Joanna.
Also, just to say real quick, like, it's another theme, kind of like with Anders earlier in the season, a theme of family that she has, but she's never known and has always been super, super distant and away from her. Even more so than Anders, right? Anders was just off doing his own thing. They literally are in another dimension, right? Watching, unable to return, basically, aside from the abduction towers, where they kind of watched over them for at least the last couple episodes, but probably longer than that. It's just we've never seen them before this. And I'm assuming this is Twig's howl that we're about to see, kind of made manifest here. So see if we can maybe find a way to tear the fabric between the realms.
What's that?
I've never seen anything like that.
I have.
Oh, yeah.
It's the deer foxes.
How can they be here?
They're magical.
You said yourself that most magical
Yeah.
creatures are native to fairy country. They must still be able to cross between worlds.
Ah.
This is our chance to leave.
It's my chance to leave. You can stay if you want, Joanna. Oh, I bet she can figure something out. Oh, she's gonna start taking people, isn't she? She has no idea what she's doing. She doesn't know what this thing is. She's gonna start grabbing people.
Fascinating.
Oh, she's a fast learner, though. Hilda gets back to the mainland or overworld or whatever they call it, and then all of a sudden, Victoria Van Gale snatches her back. I figured it out, Hilda.
I have a plan.
What?
Hilda's right. You've got to go.
Yeah, but what I think I was just starting to say, she did just get all of her memories back, but she's had so much of her life without them, right?
I just found you.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't want to lose you again.
It's been like 30 years that she hasn't had them or something like that, right?
I found so much here. I've regained my past.
But that's all it is, right?
But I'm not going to rob you of your future. Our future.
Hell yeah, Joanna.
Astrid, what's your plan? I can go with you.
You have to help them.
Is Astrid gonna bargain?
Oh, what are you waiting for? Get your bums in gear and go.
Is Astrid gonna sacrifice herself to stay here in their stead?
Let's go home.
Is Joanna gonna learn how to fly? She's gonna have to, right? Oh, we do get to see what this is. Oh, wow.
It's not often that one of my own is brave enough to venture so far out of the sun.
Out of the sun? God, that thing's horrifying.
You don't look well.
Yeah, no shit.
The land weakens. What do you seek?
That's terrifying.
Nice claim from Joanna to myself.
The trade.
Actually, I demand it.
Bold.
Your request is denied.
If that land is dying, what power does that creature have? Hey, Twig. Yo, Twig means fucking... Oh, more deer foxes. Oh, wow. Yo, their two species have beef that goes back millennia, probably. Oh, wow, and I'm guessing those are Twig's parents. They saved Joanna's parents. Yeah, the island's trying to stop you. Joanna's gonna have to fly. Come on, I'm ready for it. Fly, you fools! You have to remember, Joanna.
Look at you. You're dying. You have no need of new blood. I have one thing. My life.
Is she gonna literally sacrifice? Fly. Yes! Oh, look at Twig. Look at them. Look at them go. I don't know why, like, this, of all things, is making me, like, emotional and a little teary. Thanks, Grandpa. Once again, it just feels so weird to think of Hilda having a grandpa. Oh, look at Twig. Twig makes his own path.
What are they doing?
They were never going to be able to come with us.
It's nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you for her. Thanks for her life away from here. Wow, they made it back. Okay, they all made it. Good. Also, we're going to stay here. Aw. Well, bye.
They're really back. Mum?
Her sickness.
It's okay, I just...
Oh, no.
I don't feel so good.
Oh, wow. It stayed with her.
When you were a baby. What should I do?
Oh. I didn't even consider this.
A willing blood sacrifice.
Oh,
the
man.
oldest of all bargaining chips. A soul for a soul.
Oh, man.
I cannot.
Huh? The land is healing. Oh, God. Astrid's dead. I didn't have Astrid dying on my bingo card.
Joanna? What's happened?
I didn't have Joanna dying on my bingo card either.
No, Hilda.
Okay.
It's only a little bit your fault.
I don't want to celebrate too hard because that means Astrid is dead as hell.
You really had us going there.
So the claim has been released.
Hello.
Auntie Astrid did it. Somehow she did
Oh
it.
no. Oh no. You have no
She
idea.
did
Hilda, you don't want to know. Yeah, it's hard to feel triumphant about all this, right? No. Not the puka.
it. My Auntie Astrid isn't in. She's not going to be answering this door anymore. I'm sorry.
Do any of you have a big wooden hammer? And a pineapple?
I know somebody who does.
I doubt
Wait, what the fuck?
Neither do I.
Auntie Astrid?
Legitimately
Glad to see
shocking.
You both made it back safely.
How are you here? What happened?
Come on, everyone in.
Not you, Puka, nor you, Anders. Oh, man. Got his ass. Let the Puka in. Hashtag justice for Puka.
I feel like I gained and lost grandparents in a day.
You kind of did.
Or at least I tried to.
And then I killed God. Whoa. Whoa. Victoria.
Pardon me. My apologies. Am I right in thinking someone's looking to swap places? Would you, by any chance, partake in a bargain?
Wow.
Claim was passed on to a willing volunteer.
Insane.
And then I was given the boot. Banished forever.
Victoria Van Gale. Fairy country doesn't know what it's in for.
You know, I think
That smells good.
I think my prediction from way back in the day, and I'm probably gonna find it and put it in here. Give me some fake spoilers about Victoria. Tell me about her triumphant return in the season 3 finale when she comes back to save the day once and for all during the final confrontation with whatever. Was that she comes back in the finale to save the day at the very end of all things. And I think I nailed it. Not only like her coming back, I was already impressed with that being a call, but the fact that she literally saved Aunt Astrid at the end of all things. Your boy's got power. Your boy has magic in him. Let's hope I only use it for good.
How are you feeling?
Like everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, she's got her family right here. David and Frida are family too. And they're still watching over her, of course. I mean, at least they should be used to it, right? That's all they've had for so long. It's all they're ever gonna have. At least they had the moment with them together, right? Oh, her little Nissa actually became real again. I guess the power to create, right? If you're in charge of it all. Ah, there we go. There is the boy. I'm assuming he's not gonna have any on. The Thunderbird.
It's about time.
It is about time. He lives. He's alive. I've only been asking for him for 2 seasons now. Aw, and the trolls. Baba and I don't remember her name, or if we even got one. Oh man, what a send-off for the show. The Lost Clan, Agnes, Bartel, Cedric. Okay, officially with his own apartment. Not living with them. Aw, there we go. An updated picture. Oh, we're ending with the bird parade. Oh, man. Yo, this takes me back to the start of the show. I'm getting emotional here right now. Caw-caw! One last time. Hilda, they didn't give me a speaking line since season 1. Oh, they got back together too. Fuck. Yo, it's hitting me right here at the end. Nice.
Good to see you, kid.
Good to hear you too. Oh, it's that guy. The Rat King. Kaisa, we haven't seen her a lot too. And the ghost, oh my god, it's everybody. Oh, the bell ringer. Oh my god, it's everybody. Louise, who got done dirty, she only had 1 episode. I'm so glad we got to see everybody one more time. Because I was literally just thinking about all the characters that we just haven't seen in so long. I literally almost said, where's Ghost Girl? And now I really wish I would have, because that would have been another really good Oracle moment. Wow, what an ending. Another song. Ooh, proper credits. Man, what an ending. What a send-off, man. Like, I was getting almost similar vibes to when the Owl House ended and that whole kind of credits montage. Sorry, just like some residual emotions there at the end. Like, it was nothing like tearjerker status. Like, Owl House, during the credits, I was like bawling. I was like, could not compose myself. It was just one thing after the other was just doing it for me. Whereas here it was just like, I feel like I was doing the Leonardo DiCaprio point at the screen every time something came up. And it was just like, just what a lovely little send-off to everything, right? All these little side characters that, you know, underutilized, most of them. Like Rat King we haven't really seen. I think we saw him maybe once in season 2, like right at the beginning. I don't think we saw Eric Alberg there. We saw pretty much everybody else, and I know he quit and retired and everything, but like, you'd still think he'd be around, or at least maybe I didn't notice him. I feel like he would have been more prominent in a shot if he was going to be in it. We saw Chief Gerda, we saw Luis from one episode. We didn't see the Merman, I don't think. But we saw the Rat King, we saw the Ghost Girl. I don't think we saw Jellybean, the Black Hound, but then again, I don't think we were going to. But it was, oh, just what a little send-off. And the Thunderbird, it's just my boy, the one guy I was asking for, like, for the past, like, 2 seasons, and now here he is. That was nice. It was nice to have him back. Victoria Van Gale, she did it. She did the damn thing. That was, you know, like I said, a really nice send-off. The episode itself was really good. I'm trying to compose my thoughts because it was so big. they dropped the biggest lore bombshell on us right at the end of the whole fucking series. And it's one of those things, like, it's hard to know how to feel about it because it was an element that was introduced to the show like so late. Like, yes, when Hilda became a troll at the end of season 2, and then we had to deal with that throughout all of Hilda and the Mountain King, at least the trolls were something that was like built up for 2 seasons and played a very, very large role in season 2. The whole mounting tensions between the humans, the safety patrol, and the trolls themselves. So when Hilda became a troll, it like had much more gravity to it. And now here, finding out that she's at Fairy, it was just kind of like, I was just confused for most of it. And just, you know, I took that 5 minutes or whatever to pause to kind of puzzle over it in my head, right? Rather out loud, not just in my head, just because, you know, I was talking. It'd be one thing if I just kind of sat here for 5 minutes, just like, and just didn't say anything, right? Of course, I was, you know, saying my thoughts and everything. It was a good story. It's, you know, it's kind of hard to say. I know this had finality to it and had really big moments and hit bigger emotional beats than Hilda and the Mountain King did. But I think as far as like a story and structure, I think I liked Hilda and the Mountain King a little bit better. At least like initial like gut reaction is what I would go with here. And yeah, like I said, overall, season 3 wasn't my favorite. Like, the episodes themselves, I think, were of slightly lower quality than a season 2 or a season 1. Because, you know, both of those seasons had, like, incredible bangers. Whereas season 3, yes, it was a lot more, like, A to B, like, plot-oriented. I feel like if I was to go back and rewatch like favorite episodes of Hilda, the only ones I would really go back to from this season before others would be the Forgotten Lake. And then perhaps this one, but this one's very long. So it's kind of hard to justify like just willy-nilly going back for a rewatch of it, right? Whereas season 2 and even season 1, I can think of several episodes each that, and I know they were longer, but I think also the density of better banger episodes is higher in those seasons. So, I don't know. It was a great end to the series. It did feel very final. I know I started this by saying, like, it's the final episode for now, but could we get more Hilda later? And I still don't want to never say never, because we could, theoretically. But that just, like, seeing everybody one last time was just, it felt like just a really, really good send-off to Hilda in general. It was, like I said, it was a huge episode. It was very, very big, well worth all the time we got with it. I don't want to say maybe would have cut it a little bit shorter in places, but like I could have dealt with it if it was like an hour-long special as opposed to the hour and 15 or so that it was. But am I complaining with what we got? Absolutely not. And hey, I'm excited to be done. I cannot be spoiled anymore. I can go back and watch some reactions that I've been holding off on watching because I haven't really want to dig into anyone else's season 3 yet. So hey, I'm excited for that at the very least. But yeah, we're done with Hilda. We did it, folks. I got through another show. So hey, like I said in closing, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for sticking with me through this journey. I hope you'll join me with whatever I watch next. Like I said, Arcane should be going strong at this point. With how that's going, I should have the first couple out by now. But hey, even if you're not into Arcane, like I said, check back in a little bit, see what I'm doing. Check in every now and again. You know, I stream as well, so there's always that. But hey, just once again, just thank you so much. Don't forget to leave a like on your way out. Leave a comment, please. Let me know what you think of the series in general, of the reaction series, how I did this episode, just anything you want to tell me, any behind the scenes stuff you want to give me that I didn't know otherwise. Just hey, hit me. I'm now done. Like I said, I cannot be spoiled, and I have now seen as much Hilda as you have, so we have that in common now. So one more thank you, and I'll catch you later with whatever you choose to come back for. Or if you choose to rewatch the Hilda ones, see you in the past when I'm watching the show again for the first time. Thank you for watching. Take it easy, everybody. I'll see you later.